Hi everyone, I'm Samantha, and this week I continued to research Holocaust education and the impact it can have on students. I also have been looking at ways in which teachers can create curriculums that are relatable and acceptable for schools. There are many different materials that are available to educators to use in their classrooms to help them teach the Holocaust. And I believe one of the greatest tools that can be used is survivor testimony. The United States Holocaust Memorial Museum has a fantastic database of survivor testimonies with video and audio recordings of survivors telling their stories, and those are free to the public and anyone can have access to those. And I think that's just a great source for teachers to go to and show their class those and have access to those. So this week I bounced between the American History and Life database and the historical abstract database, and I found sources that discuss the importance of survivor testimony in Holocaust studies, and specifically in the United States. The first article, Survivor Towards a Conceptual History by Marcus Nesselort and by Elena Both. And it discusses the term survivor and how it is used in reference to history and what it means to be a so called survivor, as they put it, and more specifically, how the term is used in studying the Holocaust. Um, Quoted from the article, the survivor has become a key figure in understanding and commemorating the Holocaust. And in the second article, Who is a Survivor? Child Holocaust Survivors and the Development of a Generational Identity by Rebecca Clifford. And she writes about who can be considered a Holocaust survivor. We have come to take a broad view of who is seen as a Holocaust survivor. Everyone that was of Jewish origin, that were faced with the threats of murder by the Nazis and their collaborators before and during World War II, but survived that, are now seen as survivors. This includes not only who survived concentration camps, but also who survived in other ways by hiding, passing by as Aryan, by fleeing to safer zones, by joining partisans, and just all the other ways that the Jewish community, was able to get by and not have to, be subjected to being put in camps. Um, so the main question of the article was, are Holocaust survivors only those who were actually imprisoned in camps, or is it just the whole Jewish community? And Rebecca quoted from the Holocaust Memorial Museum, and they define a Holocaust survivor as any person, Jewish or non Jewish, who were displaced, persecuted, or discriminated against due to the racial, religious, ethnic, social, and political policies of the Nazis and their collaborators between 1933 and 1945. So in the end, she really just says that anyone that was, succumbed to the, you know, the terrors and issues of the Holocaust and just the war in general is considered a survivor. The third article, titled Resettlement of Holocaust Survivors in Alabama by Dan Puckett, just discusses the Jewish immigrants that settled in Alabama and specifically in Birmingham. Birmingham has a very large Jewish population, and I think it's good when teachers can look at history in the student's own community. So this article is something that I think teachers could actually, pull into their classrooms and use as a material. And so overall, these three articles just kind of looked at the way that survivor testimony, is used, and just how the term survivor overall is just used in history and how it relates to the Holocaust and World War II in general. Thank you.